Richard here, and in today's video I'm going to go into the one trick that allows you to dissolve any problem that you experience on the way to manifesting your goals and any unexpected setbacks that you may go through on the way to your goals. Not knowing this one simple trick is going to make your life more difficult. You're going to drag on any current circumstances, any problems that are currently in your life, and you're going to manifest even more problems on top of that. Stick around till the end of this video to fully understand how this one trick works and how to apply it so you minimize problems that you go through and you get to your goals much more swiftly. Before I get into it, if you want to get access to my digital ebook, Manifest Your Ideal Life Faster, the link is at the very top in the description below. Be sure to go down there and click the link that's at the very top so you can get access to these 5 principles and start manifesting your goals faster than you are right now. Essentially, problems are events that force you to deter from your mind's preconceived path towards your goal. So essentially, things that are unexpected, things that force you to do things in an unconventional way, something that the mind didn't perceive initially, something that's very out of the blue, that is what's perceived as a problem. It could be the loss of something, maybe a relationship breakup, or maybe you lose your wallet, maybe you lose a valued possession. These things are very sudden, and it conflicts with the mind's preconceived path towards your goal. Because the reality is that even though we're the creators of our reality, and even though we do have the ability to choose the script that we want to live out, we don't achieve our desires in the exact way which the mind perceived. Some things will deter you from your preconceived path, and your mind is going to intuitively perceive that as a problem. With that being said, what a problem is to me may be different from what a problem means to you. A problem is different to everybody. There's no universal answer. There's no universal agreement that everybody can come to when it comes to problems. But there are tendencies that almost everybody has, including me. We are unconsciously conditioned to react when we experience a problem in our life. You could even say that this is because of observing how other people handle unexpected situations in their life, whether it's your family, your teachers, maybe it's television. You observe these people and you see how they react when they experience an unexpected setback, something that deters them from their mind's preconceived path to success. They react to it, and unconsciously, you're almost swayed to behave in that same particular way. You react when you experience something which you perceive to be a setback, and you perceive that to be a problem. The logical mind tends to lash out when things don't go according to its already paved script. Most people react out of the need for control, the need to control the situation. They feel out of control. They feel like they're powerless. And also for the need of emotional assurance. Because remember this, when you experience an unexpected setback, again, you're deterring from your mind's already paved script. So now you're placed in uncertainty, and the logical mind loves being certain more than anything else. So it's gonna do things. You're gonna be reacting in ways that you don't typically react because you crave feeling certain about your future. When you're put into uncertainty, that is how the mind tends to react. As well as the emotional attachment in relation to manifesting your goal as of right now. you feel the need to manifest your goal right now. It has to show up right now. Most people tend to do this. And when you try to control life in such a manner, and when you stem from the need to control and the need for emotional assurance, nothing goes your way. When you take action from that place of fear and uncertainty and needing this desire now and needing to have a sense of certainty, you actually make whatever problems you're going through even bigger and even more dreadful than it already is. You trying to control this physical reality is what's making the problems in your life worse. Trying to control the problem only ends up delaying your manifestation, and it also delays the problem itself from subsiding. The problem only becomes more rigid, it becomes more difficult to solve because you're trying too hard to solve it. You're stemming from effort and the need for something. And when you operate out of that place, you simply can't manifest or obtain the solution to that problem. You may experience another setback, or you may drag on your existing problem, or you may experience both. The solution to this is to observe and moderate your level of emotional attachment. So I want you to keep listening because I'm going to explain to you what that means. As you already know, if you are emotionally attached to your desire or anything related to moving towards your desire, you're going to delay that desire from manifesting. So I'm not saying to never take action, but I am saying that if the action stems out of emotional attachment, then the action itself is ineffective. Action taken out of emotional attachment is ineffective. It is more effective to not do anything at all and to simply observe your emotional attachment. When you are emotionally attached, you tend to react to that initial attachment. And because of that reaction, you cause this emotion to remain, this attachment to remain. That is what reacting does. When you react to something, it shows to a certain extent that you are influenced by that thing, that entity. Survival instinct is one thing, but when it comes to your thoughts and emotions, if you react to your thoughts and your emotions, you are being swayed by them. So you're under its influence. The same thing applies to your emotional attachments. And so the very act of observing your emotional attachment shows that you're not reacting to it. You are observing it. If you're reacting to it, you'd most likely take actions out of the need for assurance and the need to control your life and your situation. But if you simply stop where you are and observe this attachment, then you'll notice how the grip that this attachment had on you, it's gonna loosen a little bit, it's gonna soften. You will notice this subtle shift, but it's there. You just need to observe that attachment. You cannot try to observe. The observation simply happens when you think about that. When you think about observing it, it'll just happen naturally. There's nothing you have to try to do, but it needs to be within your attention. Observing your attachments from a place of neutrality has a very unique quality to it. When you do that, you force this attachment to subside. Because when you react to it, you allow it to stay. You give it influence over you. When you simply come from a place of neutrality in relation to this attachment and you observe it out of neutrality, neither good or bad, being non-biased, this attachment has no other choice but to slowly subside, because you're not feeding it with anything it can use to grow. You're being neutral. You're not denying it. You're not pushing it away. You're allowing it to remain where it is. That is when the attachment has no other choice but to subside. In your actions, observe what emotion is driving you to take the action. If it's the need to control or the need to get something right now, you need to pull back. Don't persist. Don't keep going out of that emotional attachment, because remember what I said, action taken out of emotional attachment is very ineffective. 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to make any progress, and you only take 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards. So it really isn't worth it. Observe it neutrally. Watch it out of neutrality, and watch how that attachment itself just dissipates, while your head and body simply becomes clear and clear, your thoughts becoming more manageable. It's at this point that any problems that you're going through will suddenly run their course, and they'll simply dissipate. Or you're going to receive a smooth solution to those problems. It's going to be one or the other, or both. But just know that it all runs its course. Problems are directly proportional to what you perceive to be a problem and what you think a problem is. And the level of emotional attachment you carry when taking action to deal with those so-called problems. That is essentially what a problem is. Observing your attachments generally and in the actions that you take allows you to stop reacting to the attachment, observing it out of neutrality. This non-reactivity causes the attachment to subside because you're not reacting to it. So you're not giving it any sustenance, you're not giving it any power over you. And your need to control your current circumstances is also diminished. Once this happens, any problems that you're going through, any setbacks that you may be experiencing will simply lift up and dissipate. Or you're going to receive a smooth solution to them that makes sense and it's very easily applicable. It doesn't require much effort on your part. But without further ado, I conclude this video, and I hope you found this video helpful in any way. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified of whenever I put out a video like this one. And if you want to get access to my free ebook, Manifest Your Ideal Life Faster, the link is in the description below. So what this book is about is the 5 inner principles that I've realized throughout my journey that has allowed me to not just manifest my goals at a faster rate, but it's also allowed me to live life emotionally fulfilled and not being bogged down by negative thoughts and emotions. If you want to learn how you can do that for yourself, then remember, go down there and click the link that is at the very top to get free instant access to this book. And share this video with somebody who's going through unexpected problems. They're experiencing problem after problem, and they're trying to solve them out of the need to strangle their reality. But the reality is that you can't really strangle your reality. You can't fight life and expect to win, but you can definitely minimize these problems, and you can definitely allow them to subside and to leave your life. But you need to follow the tips in this video. So if you know somebody who is experiencing that, be sure to share this video with them so they can also benefit as well. And without further ado, see you next time.